About 30 miles north of Chicago, a pair of black gates are approached daily by scores of cars. At various hours of the day, they come to look and even take pictures. According to John Cooper, even at night. The 56,000-square-foot home was purchased by the Nebraska native in December 2024 for $9.5 million. For over 10 years, Champions Point, as he called it, had been available for purchase. Before that, the world's best athlete had called it home. That's why everyone came. A Google Maps error would never have deceived them. 2700 Point Lane is not the Michael Jordan house, as it is listed. In those gates is a large No. 23-foot that reveals the true identity of its previous owner. The opportunity to enter Michael Jordan's former estate, however, has never been available to many people. Up until now. Renters could live like a legend, in a private oasis spanning 7.39 acres when the mansion first debuted on Airbnb earlier this month. The property, which was listed by John, has 17.5 baths and 7 bedrooms. It has a putting green, a fishing pond with bass and bluegill, a movie theater, a cigar club, 2 300-gallon saltwater tanks, and a long list of pleasures, including dozens of photos. They captivate me, Cooper says. But now, the source can tell us what else renters might anticipate from the NBA legend's former Highland Park hangout. Among them? A private barbershop, an elaborate tabletop modeled after the streets of Baghdad, and remnants of the old Playboy Mansion. And for a little more than $100,000. For a week, you can have it all. There are some things that cannot be changed, however the precise cost varies according to the season. Renters are required to pay a $25,000 security deposit, sign an NDA, and promise not to throw parties or bring pets. You will pay $89,000 per month if you would like to stay for a longer period of time, up to a year. Plus costs, of course. Cooper, a real estate professional and former stockbroker, adds, "I bought the property as an investment. The landscaping is amazing, and it's really lovely. It seems like a fun and exciting project with lots of opportunities and a good financial upside." Shortly after receiving the keys, Cooper threw a party at Champions Point to honor his 42nd birthday, which was always Jordan's favorite NBA player. After spending the following 7 months tidying up his new estate, he played golf and basketball. Elevating the property to an exceptionally high level of excellence, he says. There isn't much sign of the previous owner in most of the rooms. Users of Airbnb will understand that they are following in the footsteps of a titan, nevertheless. Honor the property's legacy, Cooper pledged, and nothing that Jordan left behind has been taken away or changed. We can see his Jumpman insignia on the digital thermostat, golf flags, and indoor basketball court. The cigar room, complete with a humidor and card tables, combines the NBA legend's twin passions of smoking and poker. Visitors are welcome to that. The gym, circular infinity pool, and putting green are also in good condition. Additionally, tenants have access to the cellar's wine tasting area and can play basketball, pickleball, or tennis. There are wonderful black doors upstairs that used to open into the original Playboy Mansion in Chicago. Behind them now? A lounge with a fireplace, a 98-inch TV, and a complete bar. Apparently, the surface design of the dining room table was created specifically for Jordan and is meant to imitate a map of Baghdad, the capital of Iraq. Meanwhile, a salon in the basement downstairs. Cooper explains that guests can choose private classes, a private chef, or even a private barber. Although the house hasn't been rented out via Airbnb yet, Cooper disclosed that a number of requests have been made and are now being processed. Local realtors will likely be relieved when he declares, "I envision keeping this property for a long time." It is estimated that Jordan spent over $50 million developing the estate over the course of a few years after initially purchasing the land in 1991. In 2013, the mansion with 9 bedrooms and 19 bathrooms was listed for $29 million, but it was difficult to sell. Cooper is now encountering his own problems. He had no intention of using Airbnb. Champions Point began providing corporations and individuals the opportunity to purchase a part in January through a co-ownership concept. The starting price was $1 million. Unfortunately, according to Cooper, that use is currently in dispute with the city of Highland Park. He makes vague allusions to more ambitious objectives but won't go into specifics about these obstacles. There are many excellent suggestions for the best use of the property, Cooper says. Sadly, the majority of those concepts call for zoning relief, which is a difficult and risky procedure. I am investigating these possibilities. As talks with the authorities continue, they will have to wait. I'm ready to share the property with others through rents, he indicates. Assuming, of course, that they have the funds to enter those gates.